Hello everyone, Sunton2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Straight Line Challenge, a mod that's the ability for you to only go east and west. You can't go north and south at all, which I'll demonstrate. I'm trying as much as I can. I can't walk in that direction, I can only go back and forth, so the W and S keys are the only ones I can use. I can't use A and D at all. Otherwise, typically you'll spawn in a world directly east or west of a stronghold portal room. Obviously this is my spotlighting world for the moment, so I will create a new one just to follow with that. And we'll just wait for it to load up here, because I do have a lot of worlds. So we'll just name it according to the mod. So we know, generate that, and in the meantime obviously portals to the nether will be placed directly east or west of the nearest nether fortress. So it's a lot easier to access some of these things, so you're not just going, oh okay, I'm here, and now I have to go to any fortress or stronghold that's in line with where I'm walking. So obviously it's not as tedious as you'd think, we'd be walking forever just to reach one. Otherwise though, beds do need to be placed along the line, or otherwise you can't sleep. You are able to ride boats, minecarts and horses. They will be moved to the line when mounted though, compared to just wherever you've placed them. And otherwise with a horse, obviously if they wander off, then they'll be in line. Ender pearls obviously are usable and similarly restricted to, I'm assuming, the same sort of logic as any other transports. Otherwise though, there is multiplayer support. Spectator mode allows you to escape the straight line. Nether portals obviously have where there's a slight chance of being encased in netherrack, so definitely be careful of that. Eyes of Ender will target the end portal precisely. The locate command is very useful, and obviously will give a different stronghold rather than the one that you're at. So if you wanted to not just have it bound to the same stronghold, and obviously an end spike ring can be has been rotated to avoid the need for going over one. Not too sure on that. Otherwise though, here's our new world. Should load up pretty good here. So we can only go east and west. We can't go out into the water that way, or onto the land this way. We just have to deal with what we can. Obviously can't even access that bonus chest either. Go into spectator mode, we'll actually see about strongholds, and it doesn't seem to be too much the case. I'm assuming they'll be close by, it's not completely underneath you. Obviously if I do try in spectator mode, for some reason it's not changing the fact that I can move out of a straight line. So obviously I can go underneath or fly above the world, but I obviously can't escape a straight line with that either. We go to /locate and possibly go to a stronghold. We'll actually see what happens. So not too bad there. So just doing the advancement and things. We actually go back into survival. We'll go here. Okay, nothing much at all. Obviously I can't reach the portal there. But I'm assuming it's supposed to be that you should be able to do this in line. It's just for some reason I'm not able to really get anywhere there. So we'll just try locate again. Seems to be the same. If I probably teleport ourselves over to our level, I don't know, go negative 880 or something, so we're further away. So we'll probably go 890, and even closer. And we'll go, I guess, something. And getting closer, and then obviously, yeah. Otherwise though, we'll try with another portal and see what happens. And not in spectator mode obviously though. Go to survival, use another portal, and actually go into creative for this though. I think that's it. There we go. And we get our Flint Steel. See how things work with Fortress generation and it being in line with our straight line path, as well as the actual portal falling up on that. So another oops, I always forget that that's the case in creative. Okay then, just have to wait for that. Here we go, and it has changed our course to now the end portal. So clearly if you do use a portal, we could probably just maybe reload the world or something, actually see if that's the case. But you can actually get to other locations. So if we just go back to our nether portal, let's see, 16, actually we want that, and spectator again. This is going to be very tricky to get right. Just see what possibilities we've got here. So, let's see, spectator here, nothing much I'm assuming nearby, not likely. Either way, for the most part when it comes to being in line with portals, I'm assuming it just makes it accessible to you, and with structures it'll just be whatever happens really. If you happen to find one, you happen to find one, but I'm assuming once you go through a portal, it'll realign you in some way. But otherwise, I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. Just try to get some boats, and otherwise, just in case though, before we end off completely. So getting our boat, it'll push us, get an ender pearl, it'll still force us that direction.